Hello, welcome back to Biography Lens with me, Annie, and we are continuing our deep dive into Tom Bower's Betrayal, examining how Prince Harry and Meghan Markle navigate public scrutiny and the royal family. Before we continue, I want to just say a special welcome to all the newbies in the community and all of your insightful contributions, especially to Alex Baxter and Tisha Mattis. I really enjoy the interactions with you. Now, in today's episode, we turn to a particularly controversial moment: the couple's visit to Los Angeles during devastating wildfires, and their interactions, their actions, as well as the public reaction, highlighting the complex, shall we say, intersection of celebrity, royalty, and of course public perception, right? So I'm going to proceed and read the excerpt to you, and then I'll overlay it with my commentary. Okay, so here we go. Sussex's LA fire appearance condemned. In January last year, when Los Angeles was being ravaged with deadly wildfires, Harry and Meghan met with victims of the fires and helped out for an afternoon, listening to people's stories and handing out essentials in a soup kitchen. According to Bower, the couple were mocked for their trip, as some made claims that they were capitalizing on the disaster for their own gain. Bower writes, after video recording of her listening and hugging victims, the scene was posted that day by a publicist to Meghan's 1.6 million Instagram followers. Instead of getting credit for her efforts, Meghan was mocked as an attention-seeking pseudo-royal. The author then quoted Hollywood filmmaker Justine Bateman, who said online at the time, "Meghan and Harry are no better than ambulance chasers. What a repulsive photo op they achieved. They are touring the damage. Are they politicians now? They don't live here. They're tourists. They are actually disaster tourists." And this is where the excerpt ends. So let's just set the scene here, because in January of last year, I think it was, Los Angeles in the US was, of course, facing one of the deadliest wildfire crises. I mean, it was terrible because communities were displaced, homes were lost, and the media was covering the disaster relentlessly. And then here we have Harry and Meghan, these so-called self-made humanitarian activists who decided to make their humanitarian visit, meeting the victims, listening to their stories, and helping at a soup kitchen, according to Bauer. Now, of course, on the surface, this was a compassionate act because they were offering support in a very challenging situation. But as Bauer notes, their efforts were quickly overshadowed by public criticism, right? Some accused them of some accused the couple of capitalizing on the tragedy for personal gain. Their actions were intended as assistance, became highlighted as this sort of lightning rod for online debate, and just to give another example, I mean, with Meghan, also when I read Revenge, this is what she used to do with World Vision and the children in Africa. That she would go into the villages and do these photo ops and then go and capitalize on the opportunity. So this is a clear sort of pattern that is off-putting, for me at least. So Bauer then documents the specific criticism Meghan faced after a video of her hugging and listening to victims was posted to her Instagram account. And instead of receiving acknowledgement for her effort, she was branded as attention-seeking, pseudo-royal. And so we have public figures and online commentators, then jumping onto it, including this famous filmmaker, Justine Bateman, who accused them of staging a photo op and being tourists in a disaster zone. So for me, this raises an important point about public perception versus intent, right? Because even well-meaning actions can be reframed negatively when individuals involved in a highly sort of scrutinized celebrities or royals, right? Now, let us just unpack the dynamics here. Because for me, this episode illustrates two things clearly, and this is that the media, one is the issue of the media and the public lens, right? So when Harry and Meghan act, their actions are immediately polarized and scrutinized and politicized far more harshly than ordinary citizens, performing the same act, right? And I want to get your opinion on this. And then you have the issue of the role of narrative framing, where you have this posting of videos of yourself assisting, so it's almost like a type of self-promotion, and this is intended to highlight an action, but it can easily be reframed to your disadvantage, right? So to me, Bauer's account clearly demonstrates that even genuine humanitarian efforts are not immune from criticisms, especially when the public narrative is already when it's already polarized. And for me also, this shows that Meghan's public image, particularly as an outsider in the British monarchy, is an interesting one, right? Because this shapes interpretations of her actions in many ways, because intent can easily be lost in translation and leaving perception as reality. Especially when she has this track record that is questionable, right? But from a broader perspective, I do think that this incident is part of a reoccurring theme in the book Betrayal. And this is that the tension between personal values and public expectation, is a reality. Harry and Meghan's compassion clashes with the scrutiny of their roles. And so for me, this episode really invites reflection on how we evaluate actions of public figures fairly, and what responsibilities do they have to manage perception while acting ethically. So I'm going to leave it here. Join me in the next part of the series where we conclude, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button so that you don't miss the last part of the series. And then I also want your suggestions on what you want me to read next. We might just do Entitled. This was a suggestion by one of the community members, Entitled by Enrulani, which is a jaw dropper. It just absolutely blows the lid right open into the reality, the dark reality of the royal family. And this dates back 2 decades. So let me know what you think of the suggestion. I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.